Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to the continuation of Ella and Alec. We're heading over to Alec now. I hold my book high, hopefully. I look as if I'm reading this list of Nartadell's favourite spells. In reality, I'm cheating glances in Ella's direction. I still can't place her in the pattern of the prison. She's not a killer. Plus, it's clear that she's more than sane. The way Ella handled the situation with Xanos was nothing less than brilliant. Still, I can't lower my defences. The whole point of this prison is to lull you into a sense of comfort and then dig in with a knife. Nartadell wants his Agatha. I'm alive because somehow I might be useful in helping her reach that goal. In my opinion, it's my gemstone wizard skills that Nartadell wants to exploit down the road. That said, I'm not a crucial player. Nartadell is the kind of predator who likes to toy with a potential kill, which is why I'm here. If I survive, I might be useful. Should I die? Well, I don't think I'm the most important captive in controlling or finding Agatha. My mind whirls through Ella's claims. All this time, I assumed Nartadell was keeping me alive so I could cast a spell or two. But if I really am Ella's boyfriend, that might change everything. Ella claims that Agatha is a stepsister. If true, then I might prove helpful and a threat. Give me what I want, or I'll kill Ella and Alec. That kind of thing. It's a long shot, but it's possible. Yet when it comes to being a gemstone wizard, I have concrete proof of my skills. I know things, like how this place is built on a dry stone. But Ella, there's nothing, which is a shame. In this place, it would be wonderful to have a real connection to another human being. Sighing, I return my focus to my own pile of books. These volumes haven't served up anything useful yet. Still, I'll never give up. I won't spend an eternity hiding out in a screw-it prison. At some point, Nartadell will make a mistake. Then I will make my move. Now we head over to Jacoby. I love strolling through New York at night. The place is always alive. Cars and pedestrians flow around at a steady pace. Plumes of mist erupt from the underground. The crisp edge of fall burrows under the late summer air. And it's all better by having Agatha at my side. We're both quiet, but it isn't a tense silence. Agatha's the first to speak. Why didn't you open a portal outside Hyacinth? That area isn't secure. The shadow morph and must have spent days inside the coffee shop, waiting for the command to strike. Who knows what other monsters are lurking nearby? Agatha nibbles a lower lip. And Central Park is secure? The Queen of Hearts rules that territory, and I happen to know that Nartadell's people aren't welcome there. If one of Nartadell's monsters sets foot on the grass, the Red Guard would be out in a heartbeat. We wouldn't fight alone. Clever, says Agatha. Thank you. The pleasant silence between us returns. I soak in the friendly moments. This is what I should have been enjoying all along, instead of wondering if Agatha was lying to me. Agatha breaks the silence once more. Could the Queen of Hearts keep me safe in New York? Perhaps. You'd have to live on Central Park Bench, though, I purse my lips, which might be a step up from the playroom. Agatha shoots me a side eye. You're really afraid of those evil clowns, aren't you? Guilty as charged. Pausing, I scan our surroundings. Agatha and I have been walking around the park for some time now. I was so focused on her, I didn't even notice. Ready to travel. Agatha shivers. Are you certain your refuge is safe? It always has been. I step closer. Yet I won't lie. I doubt anywhere is truly secure for you now. Agatha pales. I understand. Assessing my inner magic, I summon a noble power and open a door to fairy in the trunk of an obliging tree. A moment later, we step through into the grounds of my personal refuge, and the moment I stand on my land once more, I know one thing. Danger. Danger is near. Pausing, I soak in every aspect of my home. Everything seems in place, including my cottage, fence and garden. A series of ward stones magically protect my grounds. I scan them all. None are broken. Still, the skin on my neck prickles with worry. Anxiety swells inside my nervous system. What's wrong here? I'm the Prince of Fortitude, which means I wield magic over things large and powerful. A herd of magical creatures guard my property. I must find Xanos. The Minotaur cares for my herd. If anything is off, Xanos will know what it is. I jog to a nearby hilltop to find my herd sleeping on the fields below. I'd never seen them so peaceful before. Agatha calls from the nearby path. Is everything all right? Fine. I jog down the hill to stand at Agatha's side. I needed to check on, the rest of my words catching my throat. A minute ago, Agatha had turned pale, as she worried if my lands were safe. Now she looks positively deathly. This is something far more serious than regular worry. Agatha, are you all right? Something's wrong. She blinks hard. My arm. I gently clasp her right wrist in my hands. With careful movements, I pull up her shirt sleeve. A black line marks her skin. My breath catches. Did that shadow morph scratch you? Sure, Agatha wobbles. Only a little bit. Stay calm, Jacoby. Shadow morphs are deadly. If the molten fingers break through the skin of a victim, the poison will slowly seep into their target's bloodstream. It takes a long time for a real illness to set in, but once it does, the process is nearly impossible to stop. How could I have been so stupid? Instead of checking Agatha for injuries, I was too concerned about getting her to safety. After that, I got so caught up in spending time together, I didn't even consider anything else. What if the poison has seriously infected her system? There's just one way to find out. I need to take a closer look at her arm. Little by little, I press up Agatha's sleeve. My heart sinks. A web of dark lines runs up from the scratch mark and extend to her shoulder. Oh no, Agatha doesn't have much time. There are some spells and antidotes in my cottage. The sooner I get Agatha there, the better chance she has to survive. Scooping Agatha into my arms, I will my wings to appear as I fly off toward my cabin at top speed. One thought echoes through my soul. Agatha, you have to live. Agatha. My brain feels woozy. I try to focus on Jacoby, but the guy is transformed into a monster. As in, the man now has 3 separate heads. So confusing. Which face should I talk to? Why doesn't it bother me that 2 extra heads just showed up out of nowhere? The dazed feeling moves from my head to my mouth. It's as if my lips are now on someone else's face. It isn't easy, but I manage to force out a few words. 3 heads. Jacoby doesn't say anything in reply. You, heads, I try to clarify, still no reaction. At this point, I realise that I'm moving through space at an amazing speed. No, wait, this isn't it. Jacoby has sprouted his wings again. Now I'm curled up in his arms while he flies us around. This is way strange. The good news is that Jacoby is back to having only 1 head, so that's a total improvement. Jacoby. With all my focus, I will my wings to push harder through the night air. Agatha shakes gently as I clasp her against my chest. In this moment, it feels as if I hold everything precious and trustworthy in my arms. I will save her. I have to. My cottage is a rustic place with Tudor-style exterior of white plaster. It's framed by arches of dark wood. The contrast makes it easy to pick out in the dark. As I close in, I focus on the ward stone by the front door. It's about the size of an ostrich egg. As I connect with its magic, the round stone glows with purple light. When I swoop down, the ward stone does its job. The door swings open as I fly inside. The cottage interior is a lot of bare wood and wide spaces. This is so my herd can visit, but now it serves a better purpose. I'm able to soar down the hallway, land just outside Agatha's room. Wait, when did I start thinking of this chamber as that way? Agatha only stayed here briefly on our last visit. That said, she's the only visitor I've ever had, so there's that. After settling Agatha down on the bed, I rush to my spell room and grab some quick supplies. Within minutes, I have my first serum ready. I pour 1 healing droplet on her lips. Hiss. The liquid burns up when it touches her skin. That's the shadow most magic right there. It's enchanting any healing to self-destruct. Yet, no spell is perfect. Maybe some of the antidote got inside her. Grabbing a small knife, I slice open her right sleeve and check. Before my eyes, the black woodwork of poison turns even darker. A mixture of fear and rage heat my blood. That didn't work. I return to my spell room and work up a new and more powerful tincture. All the while, I'm vaguely aware that I'm still showing my horns and wings. Even alone, I make it a habit to hide them. Now I can't spare the magical energy. With my next antidote, I tried to give it to Agatha with an enchanted tool. Hopefully, that will fight the burning effect of the Shadow Morph's magic, but the dropper melts. A syringe dissolves. Potion sprays everywhere before they even hit near a mouth. In short order, I give up on shirts. It's easier to use them as towels. Meanwhile, the webwork of poisoning spreads across Agatha's torso, where it twists through my insides. Next, I place some antidote inside the orb of power. Try to float it between her lips. The sphere becomes the worst splatter show yet. By now, the dark lines now cover Agatha's arms and legs. Her breath is shallow and rough. She doesn't have much longer. Lacing my fingers behind my neck, I stare down at Agatha, try to come up with a new plan. This can't be happening. How can I stand here and watch her die? There must be some way to give her an antidote that won't react with the Shadow Morph's magic. I dip my finger in the serum and brush it across her lips. The antidote sizzles on my skin and burns. That's when it hits me. There's a special kind of magic with real affection. Love. I must give it a try. I brush more of the antidote across my lips. Then I lean over and press my mouth to hers. It's the gentlest of kisses. This time, nothing burns. My heart soars. But did I give her enough antidote to do the job? I check Agatha's marks. The poison isn't spreading, but it isn't getting better either. I'm out of options. I've used every spell and tactic. I sit beside her on the bed. Words tumble from my lips. All those years growing up, I began. You don't think I saw you, but I did. I watched her read books in the back corner of the warehouse. You'd always purse your lips during the scary parts, and only lift one side of your mouth when things got funny. Your favourite backpack had a posy stitched on it. You only wore your purple floppy hat on Mondays. Agatha takes in a long breath. It isn't a bad sign. Still, it's the deepest breath she's taken in minutes. Please, Agatha. I know I didn't trust you before. I gently run my fingers along her jawline. So many of my brothers have been killed. That pain and loss has blocked what my heart has really known for years. I love you, Agatha. Before the serum simply stayed on Agatha's mouth. Now it lights up with white magic. The lines of poison recede from her skin. She takes in a long series of breaths. Agatha opens her eyes and smiles. I exhale. Oh, the antidote. It's working. Agatha. Every inch of my body feels on fire. Heat prickles on my arms. Foul taste erupts in my mouth. Flares of light shine in my peripheral vision. A cool cloth touches my forehead. That sense, the sense on my skin is burning. That sense fades away. I open my eyes and crack and force a few words. So cold. Jacoby now pats that chilly cloth down my arms. Your fever just broke. It's a good thing. I croak out another word. What? I'll explain later, says Jacoby. For now, you need to sleep. So that's what I do. And I dream about Jacoby. Normally, the prince is careful to hide his wings and horns. Yet in my dreams, he stands beside my bed, with all his secret elfish stuff on display. He's also not wearing a shirt either, for some reason. Major bonus. That's the next part of this story. Did you hear that, guys? Oh my god, I have tears in my eyes. Like, I literally have tears in my eyes. Not because I'm sad, because I'm so happy that Jacoby said what he said. The only issue now is I don't think Agatha heard it properly or will remember it. However, this is a big step forward. Oh my gosh, did you hear that, guys? He said, I love you, Agatha. And he did notice her. Oh, it's so exciting. Thanks for listening and many blessings.